How one care home got 300% more inquiries in 6 months by 4 quick and easy fixes. Well, some are quicker than others. Let me put it that way. But I'm going to be about 20 minutes presenting. But please, if you have any questions, put them in. I've got Q&A, but just put them in chat or Q&A. It doesn't matter. I'll pick them up wherever they come in, and I will certainly answer them at the end. So, who am I? I'm Adam. I'm founder of Springup PR. We help care homes get more inquiries via PR and digital marketing. And today, the care home I'm going to focus on, it's not the real name of the care home, but it is a real care home. I promise you. We've not, signed off NDAs and all of that, and they just prefer not to be identified at this stage. So, but it is all real data. But we're going to call the care home Blue Bank. It's a 41-bed residential home. It's in the city of Ipswich, and the data I show you here is all very real. And no, that's not the care home, but it's an AI version. If you've been on a webinar, it's one I use habitually. I don't know many care homes that look like that, but anyway, it has a picture for you to imagine. Now, they needed more inquiries. Why? Well, occupancy was at 73%. The average occupancy of any care home in the UK, which you may know, is 86%. So it was 30 out of 41. There were 7 other care homes within its catchment area. So again, significant competition, significant other homes to choose from. And, they are looking to move away from an over-reliance on local authority. So these are, review. You're familiar with this. Referrals, it's even sometimes recommendations from local authorities. But they didn't even have a website. Yes, now, so that's, pretty severe. I think you'll all agree, for any care home right now, not to have a website, particularly if they want to get more inquiries. And they weren't doing any marketing, zero. I'm not sure you even had a carehome.co.uk listing. So that was their situation. Now, by the way, remember, if you have any questions, please put them in chat. Now, first thing they did, they got a new website. I could see it updated their website. They basically got a completely new website. I'm not right now going to go into the details of what makes care home websites great, but if you would like to know my take on it, then go to this a YouTube video. You'll see it on the Springup PR channel. How to make irresistible care home websites, and it actually goes through the pros and cons of some of Care UK, Barchester, for example, some of the big groups, and goes through what makes irresistible care home websites. So please go and take a look at that. Now, this is the quick, easy fix. So the website is not necessarily quick, but it's it's easy enough, right? You get a good designer, you get it all done, you make sure you have a great call to actions. Again, I'm not going into details right now, but that's the first fix, vital fix. But to get more inquiries, like guaranteed, the digital marketing route was where this care home went on. And the engine, now, please right now, if you don't mind, just put in chat whether or not you are running a Google Ads, Google pay-per-click system or a Google engine. Just put that in chat because it helps me understand, just yes or no, helps me understand kind of who I'm talking to here. Okay, so Pranali has said yes, right? Okay, good. So that's Pranali, yes. But if anyone else says no from Amber, thank you. Well, that's 2 so far, so that's great. So we got a yes or no. So averages are it's going to be 50-50. But please, I got another yes. Good. I'd love to know how it's working for you. Let me know, but I'll try and gear this for you. So as you know, the Google Ads is an engine, and it will be an engine to get you more inquiries. So here, for those who are not doing Google Ads, are how some of them may look. Look where my cursor is. This has a very good click-through rate. And here, this is a very, very high-performing Google pay-per-click ad right now. But the engine is to drive interest from families who are showing intent via Google search. So these are the kinds of searches that probably resonate with you for those who are doing it on what works, the kind of searches that people will put in. Care homes near me is actually a very, very important and popular search as of April 2025. Now, for those who you are doing Google pay-per-click ads, there are different campaigns that you can run here according to the keywords that people are searching, obviously, and that also the keywords within a certain catchment area of the home, and also keywords for people who are searching outside of the home. But let's say you have a care home in Ipswich and someone's searching in Glasgow. You want to, because their mum, the son or daughter lives in Glasgow, let's imagine that, and they don't know anything about the care homes in Ipswich where their mum and dad, who needs a care home, resides, then you want to make sure the ads show up for them. Now there's called dynamic search ads. There's PMAT campaigns. Again, if you're familiar with running these ads, you'll know what I'm talking about here. And you have great control over who can see your ads, and I'll come to that in a moment. But do remember, for those of you who are not doing Google ads right now, 94% of families go online when looking for a care home. This is according to a Lottie survey. So that's a big amount, I'm sure you agree. And that 94% is referring to families looking during the course of searching for a care home for their loved one. So for those you who are not running, but just to clarify why Google ads are great, is that you will be seen under hundreds of different search phrases used by families: a care home in, residential care homes near me, best care home in, dementia home for my dad, dementia care specialist care home. There's so many hundreds of different care words, and the great thing is you're going to be top. Remember, we saw that ad before. You're going to be top of Google within 6 hours. There's no SEO involved here, no long-term play. It's immediate and it's fast. You're going to automatically be 10 times in the traffic to your website, for example. And ideally, people who are showing intent by actively looking for a care home. Again, any questions on the details of Google Ads, put them in Q&A and I'll happily answer them. Because what's also great about Google Ads is that you have control over the geographical area your ads are shown in. And this care home in Ipswich, this is obviously very, very important. The budget that you want to spend per day, per week, per month, you have complete control over this. The exact search phrases. And also you're using a combination of human and AI or machine learning intelligence to make the ads work best for you. Now, how to do the Google ads and how to make ROI exactly the 100% best for you. I'm not going to go through it, all the weeds and in the technical details and how to get the best ROI on this webinar here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there's already a number of videos for you to achieve exactly that. Look where my cursor is. If you're starting from scratch, my ultimate guide to Google pay-per-click to get inquiries for care providers, go and have a watch of that one. This is what I've learned running £250,000 of Google ads for care homes. I put everything I've learned. In fact, it's Victoria. She's our care home digital marketing specialist. She's the one who does all the magic. but I'm relaying the information. And again, here, 15% of care home admissions for our paid ads. It gives you a real life example of in fact, that's now 24%. 24% of admissions for this care home on this video have come from Google pay-per-click ads. And this is a nice one here. So plenty for you there to go and have a look at. It goes into the weeds a little bit more. 100% you should go and watch those on the YouTube channel for Springup PR. Okay, another thing, if you're not running, this data here is from a MediaHawk. MediaHawk, who are my cursors, they are a telephone call handling service for care homes. They work some of the biggest providers, there you go, in the sector. And they have this data, which is very, very interesting about where this is just really focusing on calls, where inquiries are coming to care homes from. And you can see here, Google Organic 16%. And this is where where there's a digital journey. And you can see here that 37% of these care providers, where the data is coming from, are coming from Google pay-per-click. Bing, yeah, less so. It's much not nearly as popular. You can see directories really don't come into play when you're running a good Google pay-per-click campaign, and it even far surpasses Google Organic and other referral sites. And Facebook is not certainly if you're running, unless you're running Facebook ads, which is different. Facebook doesn't really come much into play for inquiries. Okay, I think it's quite interesting data. Let me know what you think. Again, any questions on it, please add in chat. Now, number 3, so Google pay-per-click is the engine. Now, tell me if you're doing live chat, real person live chat, no AI, no bots, anything like that. Why? Because people use it. Here's an example of what this live chat may look like. And if people are clicking here, this is a live chat on your website. If people click here on pricing or admissions, this is a real person. We use our preferred supplier is Chat for Business. They're a third party, one of our partners. But this is, if someone clicks on pricing admissions, this is a real person who handles the inquiry on your behalf. Yeah, they specialize in the care sector. So also, you want to make sure you're having a live chat where you have the option of joining that real time live chat conversation, real time, where either your manager, your deputy, or whoever handles the inquiries, they can handle that inquiry if they like on real time via live chat. I see it a lot. It can be done via mobile phone, via your desktop. Literally here, you can join real time that live chat with a family member. So it has to be good, it has to be a real person. With Google pay-per-click, 10 to 30% of your inquiries will come via this route. So again, this is what this care home in Ipswich implemented. I'll come to the results in a moment, but it's a very, very important avenue because people do use it. It's quicker than emailing you. It's quicker than phoning you. If it's a real person, they will have conversations. So the data shows us actually people use it. People use it out of hours as well. They're more likely to use it than out of hours, perhaps than emailing you, because they're going to make the assumption they're going to get someone responding there and then. And remember, a good real person live chat will be responding out of hours, up to 9, 10 p.m. at night. So here is one example of a real time live chat conversation. As I'm showing, reason why I'm showing you this, again, just let me know in Q&A if you are doing real person live chats, is that you can have, and this is a conversation. Look where my cursor is. I'm sorry, it's a little bit small, but where my cursor is, this is a pricing inquiry. And then this in the pink is where the care home manager, I think it was, actually joins that conversation in real time, either via her it's Paula, it's she, via her computer or her phone. And again, it's a conversation that's happening in real time by live chat. I've seen visits being booked in this way. And I promise you, you have this service, this solution on your website, you probably will be the only one within your competitors having this. To get it up, get it running now. If there's one thing I would say, I talk about quick and easy. Just have this up and running. You're going to get more inquiries via this system, guaranteed. Now, for those who are running Google Ads, tell me if you please, I'm going to just drop into chat now. Tell me please if you are tracking. Well, I mean really, really tracking. So you know exactly if you're spending £1,000 per month, you know exactly how many inquiries you are getting. Because sometimes I hear care homes say to me, oh, it's impossible to track exactly how many inquiries we're getting via Google Ads. Let me know in Q&A, those who are doing Google Ads, or chat, sorry, whether you are tracking are able to attribute, because you should be tracking, and that's absolutely vital because you want to know your ROI. And this care home in Ipswich, they have full tracking, and as I repeat, I will come to results in a moment. But you will need to know exactly, if you're running Google Ads, what inquiries are coming in via phone, via live chat, via brochure downloads, via contact us submission, all these call to actions you have on your website, whether it's a book a visit or an email. Yeah. And when I say quick and easy, there is human intelligence here that comes into play, but essentially it's all code, tagging, widgets, and human effort that will enable you to track and attribute and be very, very clear that for every inquiry you are getting, you'll know whether that comes from a Google pay-per-click ad, remember we saw those at the beginning, or some other route. And there you go, there's copying of code. When I say quick and easy, that is a human effort, but essentially it's all making sure that technically you've got everything set up to do that tracking. Any questions, please remember, put them in chat. I will answer as many as I can at the very end. And yeah, you need to track. So, you know, this is for those who maybe saw the details about this webinar. I talked about the logistics fix. Well, this is the logistics fix, because then you know if you're doing, and then you're going to know your cost per inquiry by your Google pay-per-click ads. And you know, you will I don't know to what extent you have CRMs, but you know, this is the kind of thing that essentially you will know, and something that we make sure that we provide all our care home clients is that, you know, you can see why my cursor is sorry, it's a bit small, but here you have the source of, and this is just a template. Here you have the source of the inquiry. Again, this is all Google pay-per-click. This is not Google organic. This is not any other journey. The details of that inquiry, how it was followed up by the care home, the outcome. But you know, literally you have the day and the name of that individual and the inquiry route here. So that is, you know, this is tracking. This is so important. So I want to just give you, while we're talking about the CRM, I'm just going to share my screen, an example of like this one. Here we go. Let's see if it works. Okay, here we go. This is actually taken from a real life care home, a real life CRM data. And you can see, obviously, I've removed all the details of the names. This is just a name for everyone. But you can see here, what they've got is the channel, because I mean, they happen to run Facebook ads as well, but you see here where my cursor is, the Google ads, Facebook ads, and this is the course of, this is December last year. So it's very, very contemporary, and this is the CRM that they have, and you can see here they are tracking all the sources of these inquiries. You've got the word of mouth, which is usually popular, and then the results, the show around book and confirmed admissions, open inquiries. So again, if you go to November, it's the same idea, and these are referrals here, and word of mouth, Google ads, but then confirmed admissions 5 during that month, and you can see there's a Google ad move in here, website. So, you know, this is the tracking that I was referring to. This is tracking within the whole care home. Yeah. And this is a single care home. They're not part of a group. They're a single care home. So this is they've really, you know, moved forward actually a lot in 12 months. They didn't have any of this, but of course they want to know what's working, what's their ROI in inquiry generation, particularly privates. So I hope that helps. Now I'm going to give you how we're doing with time. Oh, we're doing great. 5 more minutes. So results for Blue Bank, this care home in Ipswich, they use this system. How did it look for them after 6 months? They had 2 new admissions. Yeah, within 30 days. I can tell you now, the average from inquiry to admission is between 5 and 6 weeks. So actually, they did very well to get 2 admissions to Google Ads within 30 days. 300% more inquiries they were able to secure via the system that they were implementing. 2/3 of their inquiries are now not referral. Remember, the aim here is to get inquiries, more inquiries from people who do not already know about you. That's the key. And you know, your care home, you know, your care home provider, you're going to get inquiries and recommendations, referrals, your word of mouth, etc. This is to get inquiries from people who do not already know about you. Four admissions attributed to the digital marketing. Again, how do we know that? Because there was full tracking. Ad spend per inquiry was 168. Now I can tell you now, tell me how it is for you when you do tracking, but I can tell you now, average for all care homes, we work with care homes the whole time, can be anywhere between 150 and £300. Inquiry attributed via Google Ads. Please let me know how it is for you. So those are the numbers, and the occupancy has increased. So those are the numbers for this single care home in Norwich. I hope that helped. We've been bang on just over 20 minutes. Here's examples of that system, how it's worked for other real life care homes. Here's their names, or real life care homes. And thank you so much. If you're wondering if this could work for you, please just apply for a free inquiries, a Zoom call. Just email inquiries to that email address or text to that number. Don't worry, there's no pitching on this at all. I'm not interested in pitching to you. It's just a free call. I want to help you out. If you're running Google Ads, I can maybe tell you where you can tweak it and move it to improve it. And if you're not, I can just help you get started and point you in the right direction. So I hope that helps. Now, let me see if you've got any questions, please. We've just got a few minutes, so please, if you've got any questions, put them in chat. Pranali says, can you please share how you can get an Excel sheet like this? Well, to be honest, that's just an Excel sheet. There are, I think you were looking at, there was two. The second one I showed you, which is actually a CRM. It was an Excel sheet from a CRM, from a care specialist CRM called Found. Yeah. So if you are looking at CRMs, customer relationship management systems, there are some out there. There are three that I certainly know of. There's Care HQ, and there is Found, and there are Cool Care. I do know that Found and Care HQ are more tailor-made. Specifically, they have more functionality for care homes, and Care HQ is run by Trusted Care. Trusted Care do telephone call handling on behalf of care homes. So I'm presuming the CRM, the Excel sheet you're referring to, is that second one, which is quite detailed, Pranali. Am I right? In which case, please, and if you would like me to give you intros to those, I'm very happy to do that. Just send me an email, I'll do that. So thank you, good question. Now, Janet's asking about ad spends per month if you're going to be starting off with this. I would say, to be honest, I'll tell you, for the care homes that we help out, it can be anywhere from 800 to 1,500 per month. Yeah. Now this care home here that I'm talking about, they have increasing their ad spend. Yeah. So they've been spending 1,000 per month. They're now spending 1,500. Why? Because they're getting, you see where my cursor is, ad spend inquiries 168. So they're going to be wanting to get more inquiries. And if you're spending £160, £168 per inquiry, the data would say if you spend another 500, you're going to get maybe 3 more inquiries per month. Now, there's never a set rule. It does depend upon the location, and there are a number of different variables, but essentially it does give you a guideline. There'll always be a certain maximum that you will be reaching, but once you know what your ad spend per inquiry is, then that starts to give you an idea of, well, if you up your budget, how many more inquiries you can be expecting. So great question. Thank you. All right, well, that's exactly 2 p.m. This is a 30-minute webinar. So thanks for coming on. Have a great rest of your day, and speak soon. Bye.